Hi, my name is Cole Prince, and this is my week 4 presentation. And this is my audience. Yeah. Alright. Have you ever been extremely happy or excited for a video game to come out? I know that I have, especially when a game that gets so much hype and people can't seem to stop talking about it. Or how about this? Have you ever gotten disappointed by the same game that got you so excited? Gaming gets expensive. With all these new consoles that come out, people are dishing out big bucks to play all these new games. I'm sure the last thing they want is to be upset by these games that they pay all this money for. Otherwise, it feels like you're just wasting all this money that could have been spent better somewhere else. There was a game that recently came out that I was really excited for. Everyone knew about it, and 90% of people that I knew were wanting to get that game in their hands. This game, right here, Destiny. I don't own one of the consoles to play it on, so I had to just watch friends play, and I also watched some streamers play it online, just to see how other people were liking it. So I asked my friend how the game was. We both are pretty big Halo fans, and this was a game that was made by Bungie, who made a few of the Halo games. So we had some big expectations for the game. And I was shocked to hear that the story was bad, or the lack of a story. It kind of made me not so eager to play the game anymore because I was really excited for another good story for a Bungie game. Now let's look at what some people say to be the worst video game sequels ever made. I found this off a website called GameRant.com, and of course it's opinion based. So at number 1, there's Duke Nukem Forever. People said it was obnoxious and immature and not in a fun way. At number 2, we have Final Fantasy XIV. This game had an awful launch. It was an MMO, so there were tons of people trying to play it, and it just didn't work out that well. They actually trashed the whole thing and made a new Final Fantasy XIV a little later. At number 3, there's Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. The first one was awesome. I played it a few times and I had a ton of fun with it. But the second one felt like it was rushed and it let a lot of people down with the story. Okay, so now let's look at the best games of 2013. I have 2 sites that I got these off of. Techland.time.com and usatoday.com. At number 1, there's Grand Theft Auto 5. I've heard a lot of great things about this game. I haven't gotten to play it, but so many of my friends have told me that it was very fun. And at number 2, there's Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Assassin's Creed has a pretty big fan base, so I wasn't shocked to see this up there, considering it was one of the prettier Assassin's Creed games that have come out. And at number 3, of course, was Pokemon X and Y. It was the first 3D Pokemon game, and I knew it was going to be big since a lot of my friends, pretty much every single one, had bought it. So there are games that have been considered failures, or that just didn't live up to their previous in the franchise, and there have been others that blew people away. It's safe to say that we that are in the business of creating games, or wanting to be in the business of creating games, could learn a thing or two so that the games that we work on can become a success. If there have been any games that you played that you thought were upsetting, or they were way better than you anticipated them to be, let me know what you think. Play a game that you heard a lot about. See for yourself if it's all that it was cracked up to be.